about... Oh, never mind. He's starting. Look at his face. That's a starting face.
That's my starting face.
Yeah.
Are we recording?
It all changes when you're ready to start.
Yes. Hello, and welcome to a special edition. And this isn't Lovely Talks. This is you getting to know us, because we don't want to get to know you. That's a fact.
This is Lovely Questions.
These are lovely questions with Jay Whatley.
Jay Whatley.
You've heard of him.
Reading the questions.
We couldn't get Greg Adams, so we got Jay Whatley.
He had to leave. I was here anyways, like I am most days.
Yeah,
we only had him for a certain amount of time. Whatley's free all the time.
Actually,
vacation time.
Here we are. I got a text at 3 a.m. last night from Josh, and he said he had a... Well, first he sent me a few pictures. We won't talk about those.
We won't talk about that.
But he said he wanted me to come in to read some important questions.
Yes, these are...
Explain what this is, Amanda, because it's a sealed envelope.
It's sealed with spit, saliva, and blood. Surprise! They were written by my father-in-law.
Good thing I open envelopes with my mouth.
I heard you, Bobby, and yes.
It's the same thing.
He's an
spit
idiot.
and saliva is the
I was
same
going to say
thing.
spit and saliva is
I wanted
the
to
same
emphasize
thing.
how much spit and saliva was in there, and I'm going to keep saying it until I disintegrate. So these are written by my father-in-law. He loves the show, specifically Bobby. In the last episode, which you were a mannequin, loved you in that.
That wasn't me.
It was great.
That was the best
That
job
was
you ever
definitely
did.
you. That was your best episode yet.
Had your name on it.
You were stoic.
Do you even know what that word means?
Yes, I do, and that's never been used for me.
It should be now that you have the stash.
A stoic stash.
Stoic stash.
Yeah.
So
stash is
Wally
so
is going to be reading these questions, and we're going to answer them as honestly as we can.
Now, I want
None
to
of us have
clarify,
seen them.
it is sealed. It says, Josh, podcast questions in no particular order. I love that part. It's like there's an order you have to read these. But it is sealed. You guys have never... Your wife, I believe, has seen them, but you have not.
I have not. I
None
have
of
not
us
seen
have.
them.
We have no idea.
Bust it open!
I didn't even know that this was happening.
Yeah, I wanted the
until
surprise.
like 5 minutes ago. So
I like a double label. Podcast
What?
questions.
Dude,
This is official.
Just in case the other note cards got into the
wait,
wrong
I wonder
envelope.
if he had those note cards on him, or if he went and bought some.
this
He's
is
like,
a lot
I'm
of
about to Write
questions.
these questions.
All right,
we'll get
so,
through as many as we can.
okay, so I'm just going to rattle them
Jesus
off.
Christ,
say
that's
who
like a
they're to?
whole. That's like two
I'll just read
paragraphs.
This is
Just read
stout
it.
here. There seems to be a trend of people licking various consumer items and then putting them back to be bought or used by someone else. What would you do if you observed this happening?
Oh my God! So if I observe someone licking ice cream,
Yeah, like the ice cream challenge.
I
thing.
try to get my phone out to record it and catch them.
Yeah, you want to go viral first.
Yes,
I
that's why.
I would call.
You can't say that. We
Yeah.
have to edit that out.
Yeah,
That's going to be muted.
You guys should have heard what he just said. It was too funny and
Oh
too
my
perfect.
God.
That was probably the greatest thing you've ever said. I hate that they can't ever know what you said.
What's your second answer, Johnny?
It was so good, though.
It was not. It was probably the worst thing you said.
So if you had to answer it without saying what you just said
What would I do if I caught them licking something? I
and
would.
putting it back, you know.
Oh man, go to Bobby for this one because I.
All right, Bobby.
Nothing, because I don't eat sweets and it doesn't bother me.
Ain't your business.
None of mine.
You don't eat sweets?
I do not.
Freaking loser.
Wait. Was it a specific thing that they were licking?
No, just
Items.
a thing.
He didn't even listen to the question.
The thing is the Bluebell ice cream where they lick it
Oh
and stick it
yeah.
back
Okay,
in.
I got you. I would probably
How did
find
that
the
clear it
security
up, though?
officer.
I know.
Okay.
I would probably find the security officer.
Next
in the place.
question.
You-
This is taking too long.
That was
Johnny's
a
brain
ho-
is fried.
This one's a lot shorter. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you tolerate intolerance?
Well, considering that we do this podcast with Josh once a week,
Yeah.
I would say that is an 11.
Okay.
Well, that's not the option. It has to be 10.
Yeah.
I just
You're
broke
like
the
0
option.
for 2 with these
You have-
questions. You just
You
don't
have
listen.
failed 2 out of 2. You're one more away from getting the mannequin trick.
There's 20 questions in this?
I think there's
I don't
100.
know. There's a lot.
This is going to be fun.
1 to 10, how well do you tolerate intolerance?
I tolerate a lot of it, apparently.
So a number, please.
10, 9,
8,
7,
6.
Bobby?
I'm not doing that. Probably a 10. Just off the basis of, again, it doesn't bother me, so I don't care.
Next question.
Boxers, briefs, or commando?
I know Johnny's gone commando quite a few times.
It's only if I'm wearing basketball shorts in my house. I don't wear jeans with my balls hanging out so I can get all sweaty and rub them against the jean. That's hurtful.
It's horrible material to go
Keep your
commando with.
privates in a secure
I
area.
was a
around
boxer
nice
guy.
cloth.
I'm a boxer brief now guy.
I changed to boxer briefs Actually, I've always been boxer briefs, right?
I don't.
I used to do boxers. No, you used to wear my underwear.
No.
Hang on,
I used
that's
to
the
wear
next
boxers.
question, actually.
I used to wear boxers. I changed to boxer briefs. I like boxer briefs.
Bobby?
Hey, Josh, who wrote these questions?
My father-in-law, Joe.
Why don't you answer the question, Bobby?
Yeah. Whitey tighties.
Commando.
Briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs. We're all boxer
3 for 3
briefs.
boxer
See, we
briefs.
could all wear each other's
Commando.
Nope.
I don't want to talk about it.
Nope.
I want to wear Jay's underwear.
Next question. Are you serious?
That's a question.
I'm not.
Wait, is that
serious.
the real question?
It is.
It really is.
That's what it is. Are you serious?
Are you? Next question. Are you serious?
I don't think so.
No, I'm not.
Not at all.
It depends on the situation.
That's such a political answer.
Are you serious? I like that. That's my favorite one. A quote attributed to Ben Franklin goes something like this. Quote, a person who is willing to give up a small measure of liberty for more security deserves neither liberty nor security. How do you feel about this? Bobby.
Sure. Well, it's profound, and I would say that I absolutely agree with it. Also, can you reread the quote? Because I wasn't listening.
The quote was, are you serious?
I can only imagine how we're going to try to explain this to Johnny.
A person who is willing to give up a small measure of liberty for more security deserves neither liberty nor security.
I agree, though.
I agree as well.
You know what? Before I expand upon my answer,
Yeah, Johnny.
because I don't want Johnny to be like, yeah, I also agree, and also, furthermore, Johnny, what do you think about it?
But why don't you guys want to answer first?
Johnny, answer the question.
Why go ask the dumb guy first? Smart question.
Johnny, what does that quote mean to you? Here, I'll help you out. What does that mean to you?
Well, it sounds like
No, I didn't
What
ask
does
what
it
it
sound?
sounds
No, I
like.
want to know. Where are you going with that? What does it sound like,
You know what?
Johnny?
Yeah, what does it sound
What
like?
do you believe that quote sounds like?
It sounds like they need more security at the Liberty Bell.
I think that people should be happy with what they got.
Oh my God! You should run for mayor.
That was a great answer. Really, you nailed it.
Thank you.
Being willing to sacrifice what you stand on for the sake of having a little bit more security.
Basically,
is
Captain
not-
America 2.
is
Winter
not
Soldier.
worth the security you would have gained to give up your stance.
Yeah. You
Oh,
just
yeah. Oh,
explained
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, that's
what
what
I
I-
was trying
that's
to
what
say.
I
I knew it the whole time,
I
guys.
was trying. Okay, first off, you just did what I was trying to do, and you guys stopped me and interrupted me. I didn't need you to explain the quote. I got the quote.
Well, he's
I
getting
get
it.
it.
Did you
Ben
though?
did.
You asked me what
but did you
I
though?
feel about it.
Are you serious?
How do you feel about it?
But did you know?
I did.
I think that question was supposed to go last. Like as a put a bow on the whole thing.
You guys are fucking
guys-
buttholes.
Next one.
No, Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, in 5 words, what does that quote mean to you?
It means I will not sacrifice my stance for more security.
You're good with numbers.
It ended on 4.
He can't do math. He's better with words.
Yes.
Just as the elderly today can remember a time when there was no TV, our generation will be the last to remember when there was no widespread internet and there will be no smartphones. And there were no smartphones. What new and amazing thing will the next generation see?
Flying cars.
Do you think that's
Wait,
coming?
wait. Can I say, like, everybody here at this table grew up, I guess, started to really realize the things around the house whenever, what was it, maybe dial-up? I was actually kind of started realizing technology before dial-up. With, like, my mom had one of those Motorola phones that was, like, this big. It was ridiculous. And it came in a briefcase that charged it. So that's what I remember. What's the youngest technology that you guys remember?
Are you hijacking the question for your own
No.
question?
I just want to know where we all stand as far as technology.
I think the first time I realized, like, wow, this is cool, was if you guys remember AIM on AOL, the messenger.
ASL?
That was so, when you're in school. that-
ASL?
MySpace.
Yes.
Yeah.
But even maybe before MySpace, like there was no social media profiles or anything.
Yeah.
And like you would get home and you have like 13, 14 people on your friends list on AIM. And man, when one of them pops up that they're online and they message you or you get that was just a magical feeling that I don't think ever exists anymore. I don't think you'll ever replace that.
Yeah.
So that was probably my first taste of it.
I have a quick little thing to say. I remember having MySpace, and I posted a photo one day on MySpace of me sitting in the bleachers by myself, and I said in the caption, "All alone as per usual." And Whatley comments under it back in the day, "It's because
over.
you smell like ass."
No, that can't be real. No way. I got kicked off his top friends after that. Did that really
True
happen?
story,
No
yeah.
way.
It's
Because
that
Whatley
was
was a
great.
fucking bully.
And also, he wrote in my yearbook. Like,
What did I say in your yearbook?
I think you're like, as usual, you'll always be a loser.
I didn't have Whatley sign my yearbook.
With
I was
love.
too afraid.
With love.
With
It was
love.
a lot of love.
Felt
I
like it
drew a
would've
lot
hurt.
of male body parts in your
That's
books.
true.
So I'm surprised I didn't go that route. That shows you how much I cared about you.
I know, we grew a lot.
We did grow a lot.
Next question.
Well, no one answered
yeah, we
the
didn't
question.
answer.
What's the next technology thing that you think the next generation will see? I think life without phones. I think that's the next thing.
Bobby, before you
I think
answer
no
that,
phones,
screens.
just like glasses.
Yeah.
before you answer that, I need to change a battery on this because it's gonna die.
Yeah,
and
go
you're not
for
gonna be
it.
able to get your thing.
Fucking hijack the question. Don't patronize me, you
That
piece of
was
shit.
pretty-
That's what you did. Hey, instead of that question, how about mine? Oh, okay. All
I was
right.
trying to have some understanding
I like
about our
where you're going,
answers.
man. Yeah.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
No, fuck you.
But you,
All right, we're back. Bobby, go ahead and answer that question.
What do you think the next technology will be?
I don't think it's gonna be flying. I don't think it's gonna be flying cars. Not to just poo-poo on your answer, but
It was a horrible
It's
answer.
straight pooped.
they've been saying flying cars since what, the 60s?
Yeah.
And look where,
But look what Elon Musk has been doing.
okay, Elon can be musky. I think it's gonna be holograms, interactable holograms.
Holograms.
Like Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can interact
With
with it.
VR? Like VR kind of thing?
No, just like oh, and a hologram comes up.
And it can grab that and take it?
Maybe like a FaceTime.
Sure, yeah.
I think
this-
drones are going to be the future
I
as
think
well.
that's more reasonable than just we're gonna make cars fly. We're still depending on fossil fuel. You're not gonna put it in the air.
Bobby, don't crush these dreams of mine.
No, I mean I saw a meme that was very funny, but it's too true. It said something about like we can't have flying cars because all of y'all would be like, I know my car, and then you'd fall out of the sky because you ran out of gas.
Yeah,
My light just came on. I'll be all right.
yeah.
Wally, what is your answer?
I said mine. I think no phones. I
Just
think
like
I think the next
glasses
thing will
that-
be
Oh,
like
glasses.
project.
like the
No,
phone.
Google's already tried that and that failed.
But the future, man.
The
People got eye
future
cancer.
never fails.
The future
What is your
never
favorite
fails.
snack food?
Ooh. I got to say, jalapeno pita chips.
Do you take 30-minute poops?
Oh, it burns my stomach to the core, but I love them so much.
Spicy poops.
Bobby?
Oh man, snack food. Chips.
Come on,
Like what kind of chips? That's so generic.
That's the thing, man. I
What's the last one you ate? How about that?
chips like I buy shoes.
So why do I sound like a Muppet? The last. Do you count Chex Mix as chips?
Yeah.
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Chex Mix.
Chex Mix.
All right.
Johnny?
That's your favorite snack.
Well, that's the last
The
one he
question
ate.
was the last I ate.
Oh.
think of
Because
one.
you don't listen.
What is your favorite? Oh, okay.
Johnny?
You had to read the sentence to grasp it.
Well, I was making sure you answered the right question and you did not, so whatever. Favorite snack?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really love food.
There really isn't
Does
a wrong
sushi
answer
count?
here.
It really just anything.
Does sushi count?
Yeah, sure.
So
Fuck,
if it counts
I
to
love
you,
sushi.
it counts
If
to
I
us.
if I had to choose a snack to eat at any point, it would be sushi.
That's so Japanese of you.
What is your poop schedule?
Dude, my poop schedule is
Monday through Friday.
late at night.
Real
around
late?
like 11 o'clock.
One of those wake up and go drop one.
Yeah.
Those are the worst.
Mine is at about 6:15 in the morning on the dot.
Those are always the messiest. Like, if I have to get up in the morning and poop, it's a disaster.
Do you have a potty squatty?
A what?
It's that little thing you put under your toilet.
No,
you lift your
I'll tell
feet
you
up
what
on.
I have, and everyone
You still do your
thinks
chair?
I'm weird. I have a folding chair in my bathroom that I put my feet on to
No,
raise
you
my
don't.
knees. Yeah,
Hold on.
While
now.
you're doing it?
while I'm taking a poop. Yeah.
So have you ever
Oh,
heard this?
You have your
so
knees
as a
up.
human, you're supposed to poop with your knees
Yeah.
up like this.
No
high.
way.
You've never done
It's
it.
way more comfortable.
I guarantee you.
Of course, I have never done
Your
that.
poops are gonna be great.
Push.
I don't want to know how bored you are to come up with a
I am-
better solution for pooping.
I am this close
medically
to just walking
proven.
out of the room.
So close. Well, what you've never.
They are so passionate about this poop
Jeez,
stance.
That's horrible.
If you're not taking good poops, you ain't living, man.
Yeah, I gotta say, my poops enjoyment has gone skyrocketing.
He got a herniated disc because he was pushing so hard, and now he has a squatty potty.
That's just
and
bad.
he's
That's
now-
just bad colon discipline.
What's your poop schedule, Bobby?
Monday through Friday.
Well, the weekends are pretty.
No, weekends are
Pretty
for
clear.
me. Weekends for me.
No poop on weekends.
I poop about twice a
That
day.
Monday morning though, it's
Depending on what I eat in the day, I poop about twice a day. But once in the morning and then once at
I
night.
poop out once a day.
okay. So you accidentally cut someone off in traffic, and now they're riding your rear bumper and have contacted your car. What do you do?
They actually
Wait, contacted your car?
hit your car?
Yeah.
They hit my car?
Oh, Johnny's going
Probably just a
berserk.
little, just a little kiss.
Johnny,
Oh, no.
even if they're just riding a little bit, Johnny's going to go ape shit.
Yeah.
My face is getting red thinking
But
about this.
but you cut them off.
Did you know what I would do? I would call.
Gordon McKernan.
I would call. I said it again.
Damn it!
Jesus.
I did it again. I did it again. YouTube.
It was a lot. Just
You know how I'm going to have to shift through this stupid footage and bleep all of this?
He's gonna get this channel.
you
taken
said it
down.
a lot. It was a lot better the first time.
Yeah.
Just for the record,
Like,
it was still funny the second time.
It's
Oh no,
tasteless
this
now.
was more
It's
to
so
annoy.
tasteless.
The first time was like serious. I wanted to answer the question. This time was
this
just
time
now
you
it's a
knew
game.
you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, I won't do it again. I promise.
Me, I would probably ignore it and just keep driving.
Yeah, just roll.
No, but
I don't want insurance
sorry,
issues.
but his wife would be in the passenger seat, getting as mad as I would.
Yeah, Melissa, if she was driving, she would make me get out of the car and fight the guy.
But it's just a little kiss, and you cut him off. You cut him off.
Yeah, that's why I would be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I
let's keep
deserve
going.
that.
Okay, for the record, if I did cut somebody off, this is what I would have done. Sorry.
But he's still that isn't good enough for him. He's gonna ride your ass.
No, if that wasn't
He's
good
gonna-
enough for him,
Then it's on?
He's gonna catch it. He's gonna get the 2-piece and a biscuit.
Bobby.
Bobby?
I'm a very passive aggressive driver. So like I'm the type that like if I'm in the right lane and someone gets into the left lane to pass me because I'm going too slow.
You're not having it.
Oh man, I will
Yeah.
like thumbs up and clap and everything. If we get to a red light and I pull up next to him, I stare. I'm just like, no, you're gonna lock eyes with me.
Hey, great pass back there, bro. That was a great pass.
So this would probably end very passive aggressively.
Okay.
So
So it's like, hey, I deserve that. It's okay. You're fine. That kind of thing.
kinda, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you could travel anywhere in the world and spend a week, where would you go?
Ooh, a week.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
You know what?
I'd probably have to do some research.
I would probably want to go to Japan
That's one of my top 5 for sure.
because I've already been to a couple of the places I wanted to go, and now all that's left is these other kind of.
And you could wear that jacket. Everyone would be like, oh, Nike.
It probably says something like poop or something.
That
Like,
was-
it doesn't even say Nike.
I'm just saying that's
that
what
was
they would
actually.
say.
I'm about to bleep that.
I was gonna
Why
say
would
that
you
was
believe
super
that?
racist.
What was racist
that
about
was
it?
worse
Can
than
you
this.
clip that and then I can go show my grandma?
There was nothing wrong. Is that not how they would say it?
No, it's more like, oh, you like a Nike.
What's wrong with me, and how is
Hey,
that better?
I'm a quarter
Disclaimer,
Japanese.
He's a quarter Japanese.
Yeah,
you
I
can say
do
that.
this. I can
That
show you
is
a
the
picture of my
worst.
family right now.
I don't care. That makes no sense to me.
I have
No,
yellow in my
wrong.
skin.
I bet I do too. If you go, if I go,
This is going off the rails.
That, you need to go
We're canceled part 2.
if you could
started
travel,
it.
if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go for a week?
I think it would be Japan because I've never been and I really want to go
Well,
see.
you're not going to
my
be
family
joining
and
me.
stuff.
No.
No, I don't want to go with you. I can't be around white people when I go because my family's racist apparently, and they already don't want to see me.
Okay, Bobby.
Of all the questions that would stir up the biggest response,
Joe is going to get a
I was
kick
gonna
out
say,
of this.
you're-
He is loving
You should
this.
watch. You should let him watch
He's
it
like
uncut.
throwing the bread to the pigeons and letting them feed.
He's like maybe these questions were designed to slowly
To break us apart.
and get us mad at each other.
where are you going, Bobby?
Oh man, Miami.
Miami for a
You
week.
suck.
right?
Of course.
He's a big Miami Heat fan. He wants to go see his precious Wade.
I was gonna say, would you go to Dwayne Wade's house?
Well,
He doesn't even live in
that's
Miami.
weird. Number one,
I hope he throw a basketball at your head when you walk in.
why would he
Why
just
would he
have a
do that?
basketball on him?
Because
at
Bobby
all
broke
times?
in. He didn't ask for permission.
Okay, so Bobby, Miami. Jay?
I don't know.
Definitely not where you were.
Not Japan. I'm not going there. I get into a lot of trouble in Japan. I don't know. Probably like Natchitoches. They got good meat pies down there.
You're an idiot.
I'm
I
just
hate
saying,
you
if you
so
go
much.
anywhere, it's easy. It's an easy trip.
For
It's a
a
fun
week,
place.
you go to Natchitoches. You suck.
A good food
I
Natchitoches?
hate
You're
how
fucking
on
terrible.
the same wavelength we are because I was going to say that also as
Yeah.
to be funny. but
I'm
not
not being
because
funny. It's like
No,
it's a
he's
cool-
being serious.
It's a
I
cool
don't
place
want.
to be.
I don't want medium hot pie. I don't even want pie.
This seems like a response that one of your kids
Jay's
would
like,
say.
I do enough traveling. I think Natchitoches would be a good.
They got good looking college girls in Natchitoches. You know what I'm saying? Good scenery.
And
I'm just saying.
what is that gonna do for you?
These
Mr.
questions
Beardo?
are these
No,
questions.
you got 2 kids.
I'm
I'm not
does
jumping
nothing.
the gun to be
I'm
with you,
gonna go to
man.
Japan and see how many people I can offend in 5 minutes, because my great grandfather wasn't Japanese, therefore I can't use any
First
of the
off,
jokes.
it's my grandmother. It's very much
Okay.
more immediate than great.
Cremation or traditional burial, and why?
Oh my God, he is pitting us against each other.
Dude, I'm going cremation all the way.
Wait,
Burn
no, is it
me
asking
to
what-
ashes.
like for you personally, or like
Yeah.
what you would prefer?
No,
for
I do it to
someone else?
everyone who I can.
Yeah.
Cremation for sure. Just burn the body.
My dad, my mom, I don't care who
Yeah.
it is. You're getting cremated.
Well, we wanted a burial. No,
Nope,
man.
burn them.
cremation.
I want to make sure they're dead. That's a joke.
You ain't coming back, boy. No zombie here for you today.
Oh,
So, Bobby?
should
Yeah.
use that Japanese accent. Now you're really gonna get it.
I want a traditional funeral only because, well, traditional in air quotes, because I have
We're gonna have
some
fireworks going on.
I have some fun things planned for my funeral.
Did you see that one viral video of the guy who had audio playing
That's
when he was
tame.
being buried?
That's tame.
And he was like, "Help me! I'm still alive!"
Yeah, like he was being lowered down into the ground. He's like, "Hey, oh my god,
Don't
let me down."
You know he was a real shithead in life too, because everyone knew it was a joke. Like they loved it. Like you know what I'm like. He
Yeah.
probably lived every day of his life like that.
But
God.
that's tame compared to what I want to do.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
you like a puppet,
Let me die and find out.
like a
Hey, put me in your will.
like a body
Yeah.
puppet.
Josh is here.
Like that's it.
like they call you to the office, like, all right, so and so's getting so. Joshua Munns, that's me. You're here.
That's your.
Thank you. That's all I want.
That's your inheritance.
Your whole family's just looking at me like,
What is he doing
What's
here?
the guy from that podcast doing here?
Josh Munns, good dude. That's all. Have you ever tasted earwax?
Yes.
I have on accident.
It tastes awful.
Same.
Everyone, just yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you.
Have you?
It's who
It's like-
purposely
Who did
eats
it
their
for?
earwax?
Who did
Yeah,
it on
no,
purpose
I
though?
didn't.
Did anyone do it on purpose?
I have done it on purpose. Let me explain.
Jay?
Let me explain.
Homeless
Hang on.
soul of a man.
I can explain.
Was it in Natchitoches for
No,
your little
it
week
was in
trip?
Natchitoches.
Did you put it on your meat pie?
I was in Japan. They told me it was cuisine.
snack.
This has happened many times. I can't believe. Surely I'm not the only one. Maybe I'm the only one that'll admit it. But sometimes your ear itches and you dig in there and you get it. But you don't want that. You don't want that on your finger.
No.
So sometimes you don't have
Rub
any
it
options.
on your
Wait a
jeans.
minute, yeah.
But it's still gonna be sticky.
Hold on.
So sometimes
You
you,
don't
just
put-
go.
no,
you get a little wet like that.
no.
Look, watch what I'm doing. Watch what I'm doing. You get a little wet like that, and then rub it off. And then it's clean. It's gone.
Well, that's gross.
I can't be the only one that's ever done that.
need to wet it?
Because if you just rub it, then it just gets
Just
spread
wash
around.
your
It just gets-
hands.
but what if you're driving?
Just rub
it on your
It
hands.
doesn't get all the way off.
Jay, you could spit on your hand. You know that. That's gross
Yeah,
too.
let me just spit in the
Yes.
car.
Don't put your freaking finger in your
What
mouth.
is wrong
I'm not
with your
gonna-
worldviews?
I'm not going to say it again, but these questions aren't for me. So the next time one of you guys turn to me and ask for my opinion and I give it, and all of a sudden I'm the butt of the joke, then I'm out. And you all can read your own damn questions, because there's about 30 more to go, and I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job of reading these things.
Okay, fine.
What's the worst job you ever had to perform? Johnny, I know your answer.
I love
Yeah.
how that one was written.
I know your answer, Johnny. So what's yours, Bobby?
Worst job I ever had to perform. Are you familiar with the series Unemployed?
Yeah. That job, that whole thing.
Wow, that one took my answer.
Well, third that.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're thinking of now. We can't talk about it, but yeah. Bobby?
No, I answered.
Oh, unemployed. Mine, I was a car salesman, and I was awful at it.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Who trusted you to try to steal a car?
It was
You know
out of
what he did?
desperation.
Have you guys seen The Goods? You probably haven't. Have you seen The Goods? No, you're the same as Bobby. God damn it! Why am I here with these fucking uncultured pieces of shit? I have to turn to you, who the joke is about, to even reference the movie.
Hey, isn't this funny? It's about you.
I've seen the goods. I've seen it. What is it, Johnny?
Well, Josh, did you watch The Goods and then go to the car salesman thinking you could sell cars? That was funny, huh? Fucking hate you
dude,
guys,
I almost
man.
got in a fight with the head car salesman guy. he was picking on one of the new guys. I was like, hey, pick on someone your own size, because he was a pretty big guy. And he was like,
you didn't mean you, right? It was like, I'm not your size.
no,
I was just giving you some advice,
yeah,
man.
I was just basically talking some mess. And he turns to me, he's like, you want to settle this outside? We were already outside. And I was like, oh, we're here. What do you mean? He's like, out back. And I was like, out back? What? There is no out back. And so then he was like, all right, we'll handle it later. And then after that, he never talked to me.
And then you were fired.
And then I was fired like 2 weeks later. He called the other guy a dickweed for no reason.
Oh.
So I was like, you know.
You just can't
pick
call
on someone
somebody
else.
that.
Yeah, don't call him a dickweed. That's horrible.
Johnny, what's the worst job you ever had to perform on someone else? Oh, sorry. It doesn't say. It ends on perform.
I just for legal reasons, I have never or have ever done any prostitution.
Legal reasons?
That anybody knows about. Worst job
Like they
ever
would
had
hire
to
you.
perform.
You would have to pay them to be a prostitute.
and you don't have that kind of money.
You're like the reverse prostitute.
If we're talking
They
about
pay to avoid you.
So just
how much for you not to talk to me?
Have you ever seen the goods?
I need you to just tell me you have
Just tell me.
I'll pay you. Johnny, what's your answer?
If we're talking about legitimate jobs, probably working the graveyard gas station shift in Moreno Valley, California. It was awful.
Oh,
That sounds terrible.
There was a La
people.
Quinta right next to us, and all the prostitutes were
You have
coming
Spanish
by.
people in your family too?
No, but I took 4 years of Spanish. Not very good at it, though.
I did too. I don't know
I didn't
anything.
I didn't take 4 years. I took 2 years and failed both times. And I just gave up on it.
What's a food that you have tried to eat but made you gag?
Ooh, it was raw squid.
I love raw squid.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
so when you say raw, you're not saying.
I think it's like steamed, but it's not like.
No, it's raw. You can eat that raw.
No, what I'm asking is like
was
still
in Hawaii.
alive.
No, it
or-
wasn't still alive. It was like chopped up, but it had the
Okay.
texture.
Sushi. That's
Yeah,
what
it's like a sushi.
So
and I
like
was
real
oh,
deal sushi, like
Yeah.
okay.
Dude, gross.
it's delicious. It's very, very chewy. That's probably what you didn't like. Slimy and chewy.
Yeah, I was like eating tons of boogers at once.
It's like tasting a bunch of earwax.
Which
food-
Jay loves.
A food that's ever made me like gag out of like being disgusting. I'm trying to think.
Or just gag because you added disgusking.
Maybe you ate too. Maybe you liked it too much, and you put too much in
Like
your mouth.
Cheez-Its. Like
that's
you ate
too
a
many
bunch of
things.
Cheez-Its.
You gagged
and
of
started
joy.
gagging. Gagging joy.
What's the
Don't- it's a very.
Wait,
basic,
you're not going to let me look
No,
at the
don't look
question?
at
You're
it.
like guarding it? Why are you guarding the
It's
question?
a basic question. Why should I have to repeat that?
Well, I'm trying to.
What's
because
a
of
food?
this-
What's a
so deep
food
in
that made
thought
you
that
gag?
Oh, well, I thought it was phrased differently because of what they were saying. I don't know. I've never met a food that has made me gag before. I like
Who
all
eats
foods.
food?
That's a.
I don't like beans. They've never made me gag though.
Bobby,
That's a fine answer.
have you?
Onions.
Onions.
Onions on anything.
What about like
Can't do it.
cooked onions? Where you can't
Onions
taste
on
them?
Any, he said
Can't do
anything.
it.
Really? You could taste them even if they're like cooked?
No, like my body goes into like shut down. You're dying mode if I eat an onion.
Well, now I know how to kill Bobby.
Pretty much.
What's the worst thing you have ever smelled?
All right. Oh man.
Bobby's got a good one apparently.
No, I remembered something that I forgot to do, but it's okay.
It was a food that made you gag. It's fine. You can still answer.
It has
Yeah,
to do
you
with
can
something
answer it.
smelly. So maybe it's his dog. Did you
No.
forget to take your dog out?
No.
Did he poop in the
No, this is completely irrelevant.
Is it your boxer briefs?
Oh, it's Johnny's. Listen, what was the question? Sorry.
What's the worst thing you have ever smelled?
Wow. All right. Oh, that's mean. I'm just gonna say.
Are you commenting on your own thoughts?
Yeah.
Johnny, what's the worst thing you ever smelled?
the open, fresh Shreveport air.
Wow, that's a dig. That's a burn. So when
It's
we
not as
first,
bad as Monroe, though. Monroe has
Yeah,
horrible
Monroe's pretty
smell.
freaking
Oh,
bad.
it's the worst.
Louisiana in general.
Ugh.
It smells like a fart everywhere.
But
here.
Wascom,
Wascom smells good.
pretty good.
Yeah, until you hit the cows.
Josh?
so when we first found our cat in Lufkin, Texas, it was injured, and we took it to the vet. They had surgery on it, and we had to put a tube because of an infection all the way through its stomach. And the infection stuff would be in the tube, and we'd have to drain it every night for like 3 weeks.
No cat is worth that.
It was disgusting. The worst smells of all time.
You can get cats that don't have tubes.
I tried to explain that to Melissa. She was not having
She was
it.
attached. She was already attached.
To the tube or the cat? Because we can get a different cat.
No, it was the cat.
Give me one of them tubeless cats.
If she ever wants to get another cat, Josh is like, can we get a tubeless
Can we
one?
get it tubeless, please?
A tubeless cat.
That's healthy. What's the worst thing you ever smelled? Are you good at the answer this now?
Hey. A friend of mine played a prank on his brother, which they live in the same house. So this is not, in hindsight, this was dumb, but we were kids. It was funny. He put dog poop in a microwave.
Oh, no.
God, it
Oh,
ruins it
no.
forever.
Cooked poop.
Jesus.
Shout out to Dylan if you're watching this. Probably not.
I've
Haven't
never
seen you in
smelled
years.
that, never been around it, but I can just imagine it.
Is that going to make you gag?
It's starting to.
No, he was like, oh, hey, I got some popcorn in the microwave, and his brother went to go get it.
Oh, you know what? Let
Dog
me
poop in there.
re-ask
Did they
this
have to get a
question.
new microwave? Like,
Yeah, but wouldn't you know, like you
what
could
do you cook
smell
after that?
popcorn coming.
like, what if you cooked food after that and it just was in your food after that?
12 years later, your ramen noodles smell like dog shit.
What the hell?
What is it? Everything in this microwave.
I think the worst smell, probably the worst smell that I ever remember smelling is when I worked at that gas station in Moreno Valley. So, not being racist, you can cut this out if you want to. I was just saying.
I
this
love
is a
when the
fact.
sentences says, "Hey,
This is a fact.
not being racist, but hear me out."
There's not
Most racist thing you can say.
in most places in Mexico, there is not proper plumbing, and so they throw their shit paper in the trash can instead of the toilet.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I mean, we're creatures of habit.
Right.
You know, you come to America, you're still not going to do that. You just throw it in there. And then on top of that, women love to throw their bloody tampons in the fucking trash can, and so it was community baptism.
Yeah.
It was a mix of.
You're not supposed to flush those.
I know, but
Well, then why would you bring
Then
that
why
up?
would you? Yeah, you're not supposed to flush that.
well, do that somewhere else.
Do it in someone else's gas station.
So you're saying that they don't need to do that anywhere near you.
Yes.
That's worse than being racist.
Is it?
I don't know. I just made that
Next
up.
question.
Racist and sexist, Johnny. You are.
Hit them all.
You're making me look like an angel. What do you think about Fartgate involving Democratic California Rep Eric Swalwell? Swalwell? What is Fartgate?
That's a way to say it.
Real or imagined? Okay, so if you haven't seen it, a guy was doing an interview on a news channel or whatever, and mid sentence he pauses his speech, he lifts his body up, and he freaking
remember
rips
this.
one.
Didn't
I
we
sent it
watch
to you
this?
guys. Yeah.
But then Wolf Blitzer says it wasn't a fart. I just had my coffee mug and I rubbed it across the table, and that's the sound. That's the sound you heard.
I don't think so.
It was definitely a fart.
I can hear fart frequencies, and that was a fart frequency.
Well, okay. So what I would
Calm down,
argue,
Professor X.
what I would argue is that he did that thing that everybody does for some reason, is that nobody just continues to talk over their fart. Everybody will pause for their fart.
Gotta pay respect to flatulence, man.
Either you're holding your breath to push,
Yeah.
or you have
Because
to
you
pay
can
respect.
hear it in his voice. He's like, and then
And he lifts his whole body up. Yeah. That's exactly it. What do you think?
I don't. Why would you? Yeah, no. That's
think it's real?
That's real.
that's real.
Totally a fart.
So now he's trying to save face.
But it's like, why save face? You're a
I would
human
totally-
being. Like, yeah, I farted.
You're probably going to get more respect for that.
It came right out. Like it happened.
Sorry, guys. Tooted on live air.
Yeah, you'll never do a live TV appearance again.
My daughter
but
thought it was hilarious. Boom. Everybody loves you.
Who makes the best pizza?
Wait,
Like from scratch?
In general?
I don't think I've ever made pizza
We're
from
talking about
scratch.
Shreveport?
I'm so sorry if you feel like I'm the one that needs to expound on what this question means.
All right, let's go with restaurants. You know, Pizza
Who makes
Hut,
the best
stuff like
pizza? It could be anything or anybody.
Because I have never made a pizza in my life. Let's go with like who makes the best. I think Johnny's Pizza is my favorite. Not yours, but the literal business Johnny's Pizza. Bobby?
Oh man.
That's pizza in Shreveport, I guess. That's what we're talking about. I got an answer.
Who?
Whole Foods. They
Good
have
little frozen pizza?
No. They cook their pizzas
Oh.
there. Like you can go buy it fresh, and it is amazing. And plus, they use natural ingredients, so everything is good for you. It's organic, and it's amazing.
I'm gonna say Domino's,
Domino's.
but I'm really hung up on that question because there's no. God, give me the rank pizza is terrible.
Rotolo's
Have you
is
guys
not
ever
bad.
Rotolo? Have you ever had Sal's?
I have not. I've been wanting
pizzeria?
to.
I heard
Dude,
it's good. They have a brick oven style too.
it's the best pizza I've ever had.
Sal's, I've heard it's really good. Frank's is pretty good. Frank's Pizza. That place isn't bad. It's a little more exotic because they're like true Italian.
Yeah.
And they do some weird
So I like
stuff.
that though.
I do
I
too.
want to taste
I
what
do
that's like.
But Bobby likes the more simple things in life, and
Domino's, man.
he likes to have diarrhea after he eats his food.
Okay, next question.
Next question is: if you possessed a superpower, what would it be and why?
I want to have mind reading.
Don't you feel like that would
Okay.
hurt you more than it helped you?
But I can turn it off, right? I don't have to have it all the time.
All the time.
I hate
You
this
didn't write that question, so
Yeah, you're right.
I hate this question because it's too complicated.
because if
for
I can
me.
read minds, I can go into any meeting, any interview, and nail it and get them to do what I want. So, for instance, I can solve Greg's issue with the city of Shreveport.
Yeah.
I could read their minds and give them what they want.
Yeah.
Or their secrets.
Just hit
and
that
expose
little-
them.
Flip that switch.
I would need to know if, and I know Bobby's going to get fucking mad at this, if this is a world where there's several people with superpowers or just me. Because that changes my answer.
If you possess a superpower, what would it be and why?
So just me.
Why would Bobby get mad about that? I'm
Because I'm being complicated and he's
Just
a
answer
piece
the
of shit.
question. Just answer the question, man.
See?
Just answer the question.
You're not allowed to ask questions on a question. Brr.
So what is the answer then?
Yours is mind reading. What is yours?
Reverse werewolf. I want to be able to bite a dog and it turns to a man.
Does it still have the
That
brain
could
of the
be,
dog?
So-
like, does
so-
it have like a whole new personality?
Some
and-
middle-aged 35-year-old man.
So every full moon, the dogs I bit turn into grown men.
Do these grown men go to get jobs and
Oh,
like?
well, Dan's back. Let's see it.
It would just be like 40 just random naked grown men screaming every full moon.
we have to set up a
Who won the
program.
Super Bowl last year? It's been a while. Who won?
Is there someone going around biting people, turning them into dogs, and so you have to go around undoing it?
No.
So
Look.
so here's the thing: they were never human to begin with. They're
No,
just dogs that become
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
So they can't speak. They
Yeah.
can only
Yeah.
they run on all fours as a human.
Sometimes when you put me on the spot, this is what you get.
That's a good one.
Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. man.
Hey, what's your opinion on get in here real quick. What's your opinion on reverse werewolves?
Reverse werewolves. Where's this coming from?
So these are
You gotta get in the camera.
Get the camera, Jose.
I'm totally confused.
so someone that has the power to bite dogs and turn them into men. When there's a full moon, of
No,
course.
wait. You need
When
to
there's a
know.
full
This is
moon.
Bobby's answer to the question: what superpower would you like to have?
Reverse werewolf. That was
Yeah.
your superpower.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it'd be hilarious if my wife came home to our dog and it was just a grown man.
like a naked grown man screaming through the house.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I honestly don't even know. Like, where there's
I'll give you an example.
best
I'll give you an example. I need to hang Christmas lights today, right? And I could really use the help of a naked man that can't speak.
A man with thumbs.
Well, yeah, he would have thumbs.
well, can I go there? But my name is Jose for the record. Why not hire a Mexican?
Because I trust my dog. He's seen me naked.
Damn.
Okay, can we go to the next question?
Wow. Because you trust your dog, huh?
Oh man,
Josh, is there anything you'd like to say that could ruin your reputation?
no,
Or
I've
just
already
gonna let
done
us
plenty
three
with
do
you.
that?
You can find them at Lowe's and Home Depot all the time.
What is your favorite kind of treat?
Oh, a Rice Krispie treat.
Treat.
Tree.
TREE.
Oh, a treat. Oh, a Rice Krispie tree. My bad.
The old Rice Krispie tree. Where do you think those things come from? You pick them right off the branches, man.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
A Rice Krispie tree.
What's
Make
your
sure-
favorite kind of tree? Rice Krispie. Don't ask. Is there another kind?
I just planted a bunch of Rice Krispies in my front yard.
Hey, what if you tell your kids that's how you grow trees?
The Rice Krispie forest.
I'd say pine. I like the smell of pine.
Like a good pine tree. Yeah.
Pine tree. They're too sticky.
You're not touching them, just smell them.
Not as sticky as a Rice Krispie tree.
Sakura. A cherry blossom tree.
That's your favorite? Why?
I just think that they're gorgeous.
Tell
They're
me
awesome.
more.
Do you like to pop their cherries? Is that why? Yeah, you do, you sicko.
Where do you find these trees at? Are they in Shreveport?
Japan. I mean, there's some in Shreveport. You can grow them here, but they're mainly Japan.
Why do you look at me like
I don't know. What were you getting at?
It's also the name of my daughter.
Every time he brings up Japan, I'm bailing so quick. What's your favorite kind of tree, Bobby?
Palm tree.
Miami.
That's such a Miami answer.
Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In Bobby's head, Bobby's head got into mine, and I imagined a tree with a giant palm at the top of it.
The old palm tree.
Next to the Rice Krispies. The palm trees grab the Rice Krispies.
Are you guys a dog person or cat person, and why?
I just don't like any animals that I have to take care of.
So any animals.
That I have to take care of.
Well, I have a cat, so currently I'm a cat person.
Yeah, I like his cat. It's cool.
A
I don't
tube
have to take
person.
care of it. I like your dog.
Tube cat person.
Two cat person.
Dog person.
Dog person.
I would say I'm a cat person because I grew up with
Human
them.
person.
Human. He likes to have humans as pets.
Wait, I like humans, just not if I have to take care of them.
He likes humans as long as they're really dogs.
And don't live in my house.
All right, well, I hope this isn't anticlimactic because I don't even know what the next question is, but we only have one more left.
Uh-oh, here we go.
But it was in no
Saving the
particular
best
order, so it
for
might be.
last.
It might be. Are you serious? You walk into a public men's restroom and note there are 3 urinals. The last one on the far left is occupied. Which one do you use and why?
Far right, hands down.
100.
You
No,
got
no, I
it's-
go right next to him.
No,
There's only 3?
you gotta
I
have.
share the same stall with the guy.
Oh, you go into his urinal.
Yeah,
wait, what was the
it's
question?
about
I didn't-
dominance.
I
Yeah,
paying
so
attention to the
so
last
you have to you go to the bathroom. You walk in. There's 3 urinals. There's a guy on the far left urinal, but the middle one and the right one are available.
Why cause that anxiety? Why are you going to go right next to the guy?
In fact, I try to get my stream to go a little bit over to be like, listen, pal, I'm the male. I'm the alpha male. I don't
These
care
are
where we
my
are.
urinals.
In my urinals, I'm gonna pee on you.
It's like a trough urinal where
And
it's just one
typically-
big wide open urinal. Have you ever
And I
been
just
to
cross the
those
street.
Are the
Now
worst.
those are
Those-
weird. Those are weird. That's like
The worst.
that's
you
like
see
walk up to a line of people and just like, all right, we're
All
doing
right.
this.
We're seeing everyone's winkies.
Yeah.
There's a viral video of a guy taking a dump in one of those while people are peeing next to him. It just squats down. No one moves a muscle.
You don't mess with your poo schedule.
I mean, who's gonna be like? Who would be like, hey, stop that? Are you
I'm
gonna
not.
do it?
Nobody's
No.
going to stop him.
Yeah.
I'd pee between his legs.
I was
So
gonna say
dominance.
I'd pee like near, like as close as I
Yeah,
could
as
to
it's
him.
like coming out, I'd pee against it and be like, "That's mine now."
It came out.
I wonder if anyone can hear us. There's like tons of people walking around.
I had at one point hope for this podcast.
This isn't the podcast though. Thank
Yeah,
God.
these are podcast questions.
Yeah, we can ruin this.
Yes,
This might never
this
happen
is
These
again.
lovely questions.
Shame on me.
Do you throw a head nod while you're pissing? Like, what's up?
Yeah, I'll
Like
always
you just
do that.
make him let it down.
Bro, you don't exist in this bathroom. Like, for all, you could have a heart attack until I'm done and have washed my hands. You don't
Do you guys
exist
get
right
pee
now.
shy in like airports or anything where it's like really busy and there's a line?
I always go to a stall. Like I'll never go to a urinal.
Shy peer.
Are you a shy
well,
peer?
There's some awkward moments to be had at the urinals, you know. So why you can just avoid that? Just go get your own little space.
I do like privacy when I piss, but if it's not going to be there, then I'll go piss at a urinal.
Here's the thing. When I go to airports, it's hard for me to pee in an airport because it's so packed. And I get in there, the stalls are already taken. There's people like making all kinds of noises in them. And then the line for the actual urinals are super long. And so when you get there, literally someone's standing right behind you.
Yeah,
And I
you're
can't
rushed.
do it. So I pretend to pee. I ghost pee because I can't actually pee. I sit there and I pretend to shake and I'm like, all right, I can't pee.
Because he can't deal with the
Well,
embarrassment.
just
of
leave.
walking up and then deciding
Yeah,
not
Those
to.
guys they're not even seeing you.
Yeah,
They're
but
not
I'm
thinking about
standing
you
there
in
for
any
a
way.
long period of time.
No one goes into a bathroom to take inventory of who pees.
But the thing is, there's a line behind me. They gotta know what's taking so long.
I always listen to the way other people pee to see if I'm normal.
Do you ever think that
You don't do that? You're like, man,
how,
that guy.
How rough the pee sounds in a toilet bowl is how big their wiener is. Do you ever think of that?
Never once.
They're like, I wonder if they think my winky's pretty big because I'm making a big splash.
He sounds like he's turned on a water hose in there.
I was gonna say, hold on. I was gonna say this tied into a story where I used a urinal and a guy went in to use a stall next to the urinal, and feet were facing forward. It's like literally he walked in, 4 or 5 seconds went by. It sounded like someone just dumped a bucket of water all at one go, just into and then there was nothing. So in my mind, to help process, he just threw up his guts, because there's no way someone just.
Well, see, that's what I feel like. Josh is super insecure about how his pee sounds now, so he brings a bottle of water in the bathroom with him when he takes a piss. He's like,
I'd be lying if I didn't think of that.
One, boys.
I'm definitely peeing in here. I am peeing.
it's so long, it's gonna take forever to get out.
Oh, don't act like you're not impressed.
Runs out of water, so he scoops more, and then
In the toilet.
I'm still peeing.
Yeah, this is an Austin Powers pee right here.
Oh man.
I did.
Have you guys ever taken a piss so incredibly long that it stopped? You were still peeing, but it felt like you weren't anymore.
I almost fell
Like
asleep
your
when
dick was
peeing.
numb from peeing, pretty much.
I almost fell asleep from peeing because I was sitting there. I got up in the middle of the night and I peed for so long. I was like, and I felt like I fell asleep.
It felt like you weren't peeing anymore
No.
at one point.
And I was like, oh, I am. It was shocking how much pee was coming out.
No, that's never happened to me.
Go look. Just
I
take
think-
a day. Try not to pee and drink as much water as you possibly drink.
Yeah, do that to
I don't
yourself.
want to do that.
there's a
You're
For
gonna
no
be so
reason.
long that it just won't feel like you're doing it. You're just standing there and pee is still coming out at a steady stream, and you're like, "What the hell is happening?"
You ever been to Duke's, the gas station? Like when you get into Texas, it's kind of like a diet version of Buc-ee's. So I went to Duke's a few years back.
You went to Duke's to take a
And-
Duke.
Well, I went in to use the restroom. I went in to pee, and they have 2 urinals. Most awkward pee situation I've ever experienced. I walked in to pee, and there was a guy at the urinal next to it, and I was like, all right, whatever. I normally abide by the 1 urinal in between us rule, but I really had to go. Didn't care. So there's a wall between me and him, as there are at urinals. Guy leans his head onto the wall like this as he's peeing and just starts crying. Just starts crying.
Next to you?
Yeah.
Was that the first time he's peed? Like maybe he had like some blockage?
Listen. So I'm sitting here just going for it.
Yes.
He was
sad crying?
It was sad.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
broken
no.
up.
He is
so
at a low
again,
point.
you don't exist to me. But again, my body's like, I don't know what's going on. We should probably leave. But I'm just sitting there. I'm like, wow, I really wish I didn't have to pee so much right now, because he is just going in.
Were you in the middle
is-
of the stream when he started crying?
Yeah. So and he's just like, But
Are you sure
again,
he wasn't doing something else?
He was. He was.
Did you
crying.
look? Did you look
so,
to see?
I finish up, right? Go wash my hands. At this point, I wash my hands, and the urinals are right behind me. So I turn to go out the door, and I look. He's not even peeing anymore. His arms are just by him, and he's just crying against the wall. I assume he's not
With
peeing
his
anymore.
wiener out.
I guess.
This guy.
I think about that guy from time to time.
He wanted you to ask him so bad,
Yeah,
are you okay?
100%.
He needed somebody to ask him, are you okay?
My
You should have started
policy-
rubbing his shoulders.
My
You shouldn't
policy
have done
is,
it in the bathroom, man.
hey, you don't exist until I wash my hands. And
You
even
wanna-
then, what am I going to say to you?
You want to know something that's pretty interesting that I might end up cutting from this podcast? Is I was at the Bossier Mall one day, and I walk into the urinal to take a nice little whiz, and there's this old guy, barely able to get his pants down to pee, and I'm sitting up next to him, and he's struggling with something, and so I look over, and he pulls out probably the biggest wiener I've ever seen in my life. This old guy was packing. I glance over. I look up, and he's looking at me, and he gives me one of those. This guy's like 75 years old.
I can barely walk.
And he's like,
Yep.
And I was like, all right, well, and then I ghost peed.
How many times have you ghost peed in your life?
I mean, something like that, it's like, I'm just going to
Dude,
pretend to pee.
You haven't been in Louisiana until you've walked in the bathroom and you see a grown man with his pants around his ankles and he's taking a piss at a urinal. Has this never
I
happened? to
work
any
with a
of
guy like that.
I used to do that on purpose to mess with people.
Uncomfortable? Why?
No,
It's
hey,
a drastic shift in my life from doing that as a joke to now I get pee shy.
and no one's gonna sit next to you at the urinal though when you're doing
That's
that.
true.
No one.
You drop them too. You just ass
Drop 'em
out,
all the way.
bare ass, just sitting there.
There's a guy that works at the radio station. Every day I see it. I mean, it's just
Whoa.
normal now.
He just all the way down?
You got a
Yeah.
nice ass.
No.
Jose, who's off camera, just asked if he had a nice ass.
And Jay said no.
It wasn't nothing I'd look twice at, but I mean, I've seen it probably 900 times. I'm not kidding.
Asked him?
He just doesn't. Yeah.
You've asked him
It's
like,
not
why
a
do
big
you,
deal to him anymore.
Why do you? Okay, so I have well, he's I haven't really talked to him in a long time, but he lives in California. I guess I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, this guy told me that when he wipes his ass after taking a shit, he stands up. Like he'll take the poop and then stand up and wipe.
Oh, wow.
And me and his cousin were standing next to him. We were like, "What? Why do you do that? Why don't you just wipe when you're sitting down?" And he called us weird for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait a minute. Who taught you that you need to wipe your ass when standing up? Doesn't that seem a little like?"
Seems just as weird as propping your feet up when you're taking a dump when you're at your house.
Okay, no, that's been
Bobby.
scientifically proven that it helps you.
Maybe wiping
poop.
Bobby,
standing up does.
do you stand up and wipe?
He got quiet when I said that.
Because I do.
You stand up?
Yes.
What?
Let me show you what I do.
No.
Yes,
get done
I need to
pooping,
know.
And I get up and I do this.
Why?
More room. Like, I can't just put my fucking hand in the commode. What are you, crazy?
What?
There's
How
poop
deep
in
is your
there.
hand going into the bathroom?
That was a confused look.
She saw.
That was a quiet.
It's all she saw was this.
That's
We got it on
She's
camera.
no doubt in that office telling her friends,
right
those guys are talking about wiping their ass over there.
And he's standing up.
He's showing it.
He's showing them.
You guys ever do the catcher's mitt where you put a couple sheets of toilet paper in the bowl before you shit?
So we put toilet paper in.
I understand that.
I like that.
The water doesn't plop up.
I like
So you-
that. That's
That
nice.
backsplash.
So I don't know if you.
The catcher's mitt.
Like 2 or 3 sheets.
Catcher's
in
mitt.
there.
I like that
I've
name.
never
there,
thought of
too,
that. I hate that feeling. That's the
I
worst feeling
thought you
ever.
were about to tell us that you put the toilet paper in your hand and you catch the poop.
That's what
as
I
it
thought.
comes out. And we saw a pot or something about that.
Some rapper was doing that.
I was gonna point that out. There's some rapper that who is fairly predominant. He's not major, but
It was Jay-Z.
It was not, but the gentleman just uses his hand, and then when they say you don't use toilet paper, his response was, "That's what you wash your hands for."
Was it Post Malone?
No, but
He looks like someone who
honestly,
would.
that's somebody you'd be like, I bet it's him. Yeah,
So Bobby, how do you wipe? Because I'll hike my leg up and just wipe.
I can't do that, dude.
Your
That's
hand is not
too
going to
much.
dip into the fucking water.
It's going in there.
It will never
like
touch.
this
It will
close.
never touch the water.
No, it doesn't matter how high that water is. You will. I swear to God, you will
It's
never
too much.
touch the water.
You have so much more room to fucking do stuff like this. I mean, look at that. Look how much space I have between me and the commode and my arm going down.
I need to know how Bobby wipes his ass.
Yeah, Bobby.
I don't even know at this point. I've never thought about it. I've just done it.
Okay, so like,
Are you
imagine
If you
sitting?
have
taking
an
a shit.
objective, you got to get it done. However
Yeah.
you get it done.
I
Have you ever stood up and wiped your ass?
I don't recall.
So you remain seating.
I don't know.
What
Bob,
do you mean?
this is
You
the
take a
first
shit
time
every day,
Bobby
don't
has
you?
not known.
I listen.
I know. This is the
Those
first time.
moments
He
are-
does
He
it,
just
he
doesn't
does it
wanna
on the
say.
weekend.
Those
I
moments.
bet he gets done taking a shit, runs a mile, and then wipes his ass.
Do you have Marissa wipe you for
Those
you? Is that-
moments are on autopilot, so I've never just been like, all right, so step 1, you want to do this. Step 2, you want to make. I don't know.
So you don't know.
I'm
if
gonna have
this-
to follow up with you on this for the
I
next
really thought you were
podcast.
gonna be like, I'm gonna have to follow him into the bathroom and see what
I
he
will
does.
do that as well. There's one right back behind me.
Actually, let's go right now.
All right, let's take the podcast on the go.
He's got to poop.
I don't
first.
have to.
What about, do you guys shift left to right when taking a
Yes, I do.
Can't get it
Yeah,
out?
you got to do a lot of body.
got a
movement
lot of-
sometimes.
Wait a minute.
It's
What
an
was your-
art.
When you can't get it out, is that what you said?
Like
Yeah.
if you're filling a little
That's what the
space.
squatty potty is for. Use the squatty potty. It'll help. I swear to God. It's
What
like.
is the squatty
The day I use a
So
squatty
it's-
potty will be the last day of my life.
So you
That
sit
is
down-
so
So
stupid.
if I hold a gun to your head,
It's
Yep.
this object that
That's
that
it.
stands about this high off the ground, and it looks like it's got 2 places for your feet, and it comes right there. And you can put it on your under your toilet. You pull it out.
So Johnny
while
is
you're taking a
describing
shit,
currently
you put
how
your feet
the
up
squatty
on it, and it
potty
brings your legs
works.
up. And as humans, we're supposed to poop like that.
You're not
And
supposed to. You're just supposed to Smell the poop.
No, just the poop.
The cavemen had squatty potties.
Natural for a natural pooping position.
It's natural to get shit out of your ass.
It is, but how do you do it?
Johnny, who
You
told
just do it.
who told you that you're supposed to
If
poop
you're
a
out
certain
in the woods-
way?
If you're naturally out in the woods, you wouldn't just sit on a fucking tree stump or something.
What would you do?
Like this.
You'd prop your feet up?
Be like this.
Yeah, but I'm not shitting in the woods in my house. I'm shitting on a toilet.
So make it easy on yourself.
It's easy already.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Why are you can't slice even more sliced bread. It's okay the way it is.
It's fine. You don't have to reinvent the way that you take a
you
shit.
can slice bread
Actually-
thinner to make it easier for yourself.
You're gonna make a
From
thinner
my
poop.
experience, I spent some time in the Middle East. And
Hold on, Jose. It was in the Middle
We're
East.
gonna give you a mic.
Oh, okay. So I spent some time out in the Middle East, and the first time I went to the bathroom there's just this hole in the floor. I'm like, well, what the fuck? How do I take a shit?
There was nothing to sit on. It's just a hole in the
Nothing,
floor.
just a hole in the floor. And so, yes, the squatty potty thing, that in theory, yeah, I guess that would work as well too. But yeah, over there, they all wear like man dresses and shit, so they just pull that up, take a squat, take a shit.
Yeah.
And that's
In
it.
that scenario, yes, the squatty potty would be the
We're
best
trying
solution.
to be
what if you're
cultural
forced to
with
take
our
a shit in a
poops.
hole, though?
I'm squatting on it, of course, because it's a hole in the ground. It's not my toilet that I can sit on.
Then you would shit in the woods.
You're so
If I
privileged.
shit in the woods, I've never shit in the woods. If I shit in the woods,
I
I
have.
would put my back on a fucking big ass pine tree and I'd squat down on it like I'm sitting on a toilet.
That's a good way to get bit by an ant or a spider.
Shitting in the woods is a good way to get bit by an ant or a spider.
I've pooped in the woods.
I'm not propping.
Was it a day or night? Was it daytime or nighttime?
It was daytime.
How'd
Okay,
you do it?
you need to do it at
I
night.
was-
Did you do it with no back support at all? You just
No.
squat down?
So I had 2 logs that I found. I put them together and I put myself on.
You built the
I built the
I
toilet.
like that. That's smart.
Yeah, and it was at a beach. We're out in the
Not
woods.
I find it hard to believe.
Have you ever in the woods?
Never outside of a bathroom.
Okay.
Never.
It's not a
Everyone
fun
was
experience.
baby.
Well,
Oh, I
what
can't
about,
imagine.
Have you guys ever taken a shit in the ocean?
Yeah, I
No.
pooped in bodies of
I
water.
can't like.
I feel like that's
Just let it
morally
fly.
unethical.
I
Look,
can't do it.
Oh, I pooped in
I
a
can't
bunch
because
of
one,
water.
I'm
When
too.
you're out
I'm
fishing and you got nowhere else to
weirdo,
go, dude, you just
no.
Oh, 100%,
I feel like it's
man.
too close. Like I wouldn't be able to submerge.
No, you
my
gotta go.
body.
You gotta go somewhere way away and just let it all out. That's a great feeling.
What are you gonna do? You gonna take a deep breath? Get like
No,
6
you
feet
gotta do it
under
and get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there.
Shoot out a torpedo.
From getting into a pool or just a body of water or something, then going to take a poop, it's so dry and it hurts so bad to try to poop that out that I wouldn't want to in the ocean or in a fucking pool or whatever.
Oh, I would never do it in a pool, but go in the ocean. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
just saying a body of water.
Oh,
But there's like
it's the best
salt.
feeling.
It's weird.
Oh, it feels
There's
fine.
salt.
It's
What
gonna
is
get
that?
in your butthole.
Salt
It's gonna suck it into your butt.
No.
Cleanses?
You're gonna do like a whole butt shot.
So have you ever gotten a cut underwater?
Yeah.
I really wish we would have ended on a different question.
What?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
That has been Lovely Questions with Jay Whatley. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will
Also,
see you next time.
honestly, if
Send
you-
in your questions.
Send in your questions. We will
douchebag
answer
forgot to
them.
tell
We've
you,
covered
send in your
all the
questions.
poop though, so
No
steer
more poop
clear
questions
from that.
for the
Yeah,
love
no
of
more
God.
If you
questions.
unsubscribe, we would understand.
Yes, at this point, well, we only have like
Well,
70 subscribers, so
it's Christmas time. It's like Mr. Hanky,
yes, Mr. Hanky. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. Hanky.
And cut.